All right, people. So we have this following one right here, brought to you by Visual Venture. Sam, we have disturbing internet legends that turned out to be true, and you know, some more disturbing internet for your mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch things up, man. You know, I know we're doing the whole little history reaction thing. You know, before that was the whole psychological reaction, you know, content. Now let's get into some Disturbia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all feel about that, but yeah, the analytics will let me know, right? There's nobody is in the comments yet letting me know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but yeah, let's hop into some Disturbia. You feel what I mean? Disturbia reactions. Yeah, I don't know. It don't sound too bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, though, let's get into this one.
Passive with goodbyes, I'd rather you tell them. But now the truth is I've digressed from all the feelings, so it's forever though. Like my mama's son missing, ain't no telling. Do they love or did they kill him? The dominoes have fallen, we can't go back to beginning. This existential crisis, the reason I cannot keep competing.
Right, man, right. We talking disturbing trends. Right, the worst internet trends still happening today. Visual Venture. I don't know, man. I don't know. Quick little exercise, right? Disturbing trends that I see still happening today. I'll go first, okay? Let me just get my setup right. I'll go first. People being married. Let's go. People getting kids out of wedlock. Young as fuck. I'm talking teenagers at this point. You see, once you start like beyond like 18, like, you know what I'm saying? But for me, really 25. You know what I'm saying? Firstborn 25. You straight. You smooth. Let me see. Cause now we're talking about like the kind of energy that you like can transfer to your kid, to your offspring. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be potent, bro. It's gotta be like legit energy, bro. And by the time that you're like 25, you know what I'm saying, you've experienced enough of life to be like, yo, I know what's healthy to impart, you know, in this child, and I know what isn't, and I know how to, because now I have more capacity for like even bullshit, you know what I'm saying, tolerating that, growing from that, all that kind of stuff. At least you have at least a starting point by 25. But anyway, what else, bro? Dating in 2026. That's a disturbing trend, because it's a disturbing trend. You want me to delve in it? Bro, I yapped enough in the intro. You want me to go in right now? Alright, fuck it. Look, like the whole thing of just like dating is such a performative art. We know this, you know what I'm saying? Especially in 2026 moving forward. Let me clarify that. 2026 moving forward, there used to be what's called courting. Now dating has took over the scene. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just an extreme sport at this point. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of resources are used for little to no return on investment, really. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do your homework in terms of the details as to who loses more, who loses the least. But like dating, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but also it could used as a tool to just like project online for as long as, you know, the union works, for as long as you guys make sense and you guys, I don't know, look good together or whatever. Like, bro, there's content couples, y'all know that. There's content couples. So, you know, the whole dating thing for me is disturbing, because now it blurs the lines when it comes to really, you know, people that are authentic, but then they go the dating route. You know what I'm saying? They are authentic about their intentions with another person. They really trying to transform their lives, really trying to get something good situated in their lives. But then, you know what I'm saying, they go the dating route because a whole lot of people are going that route, and you know, it seems like the sensible route to go. And you who's trying to be authentic can, you know, you're just susceptible to being hurt the most, if you ask me. So, but yeah, that was just like disturbing trends that are still happening today. Let's see, according to Visual Venture, y'all know how it goes, man. If y'all see any or bump into any point of interest for yourself, go ahead and tap in. There you go. There's the channel, Visual Ventures, right? Venture. Okay, my fault. Let's go.
Some internet and social media trends are stupid, some are dangerous,
Talk about
and
it.
some are both. These are what we're gonna dive into. These are the worst internet trends still happening today.
Yo, and shout out Visual Ventures, bro. I remember reacting to one of his videos, but this was like months ago. You know what I'm saying, and I wasn't bored. I was not bored. That's something to salute there.
The goal, guys, is 2.5 million subscribers by the end of 2026. It is crazy, so it would mean the world if you subscribe, and I promise to do my very best to
Visual
put out.
Ventures, bro, don't even, you know what I'm saying, don't even sweat it, my brother. Hold on, bro. I'm not even sure why I'm not subscribed. And for the sake of, you know, chopping up some content from you, you know what I'm saying, I'll go ahead and do that post notification thingy. Let's do it.
Best videos I possibly can for you. I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome. Swarming.
Swarming.
This trend is awful because it does.
Swarming. Hold on, just a little moment of silence. I feel like, you know, at every moment, especially when I'm not familiar with the trend, I think it deserves a moment of silence so that we probably take a guess. Let me probably try and guess, you know what I'm saying, what it is, and then we'll see the real version of it, right? Swarming. Wait, isn't that okay? I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Let me first get the definition of swarming. Y'all know I gotta do this, bro. It's literally gonna take 10 seconds, so if you feel like it's gonna waste your time, just like skip 10 seconds ahead. Co-pilot, please give me the definition of swarming.
Swarming means gathering or moving together in a large group.
Okay, so moving together in a large group. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, especially within this streaming age and streaming things going on, right? Swarming is probably, fuck, I don't know why I'm thinking swatting. No, I'm thinking swatting when the police is you know, I don't know, man, called upon like a streamer's live stream session, wherever location that may be, and then have a bunch of police like pull up, or authority figures or whatever, pull up to your crib. This has never happened to me. This is why my definition is kind of fuzzy. I'm saying they pull up to your crib, you know what I'm saying, as per what your viewers called the popo on you, the streamer, for. You know what I'm saying? It may be something violent. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, yo, something violent is going on. Yo, go to location XYZ, just because you, the streamer, got you know, they can trace your location for some reason. Your viewers can trace your location and like pull the cops on you. Talking about, yo, there's a murder going on there right now. Get there right now. And then, you know, the cops, they get there, they don't ask no questions. You know what I'm saying? It's just pure rah. It's pure rah. Swarming though, swarm of bees. Let's go with that kind of breaking it down, right? Swarm of bees. So it's a whole bunch of bees, but bees, they sting, you know what I'm saying? So bees, we talking hive, so we might talk maybe the toxic part of a creator's community that comes and raids maybe a stream just to be on some hateful vibe, right? Let's see if that's the one.
Doesn't affect those doing it. Instead, it causes problems for random people who just happen to be nearby. The trend has different names depending on who you ask. Some call it swarming or steaming. Others call it teen takeovers, but the idea is the same.
Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, I was off. I get it.
Media calls for mobs of young people to show up at shopping malls with the goal of causing total chaos.
Oh my god, but wasn't I like maybe on, you know what I'm saying? Like the description is not far off from what I described. I ain't gonna hold you, because okay, I was talking about it from the perspective or from the POV of just like the streaming world, right? The streaming industry, where you got like a whole bunch of hive-minded kind of individuals that may just like flood up your stream on some hateful vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, discriminatory vibe. I mean, okay, tap into, and this is not a recommendation, it's just like for research purposes if you're that curious. Tap into streams like Sneeko's stream, and you see the kind of like audience that that guy entertains, you know what I'm saying? For me, like that would be like a swarm of people, because like they there, but you know, they mess with Sneeko, they be supporting him, they be, so okay, that might just be like a different scenario. But you know what I'm saying, just maybe Okay, cool. I'm reaching. My fault.
I'm tripping. I had to go back on it. I had to go back on it. My bad, chat. My apologies. I'm tripping. I had to go back on that.
I just had a brain fart. No. Okay, cool. So it's just like a bunch of teenage individuals pulling up to a store, ransacking that mug.
People use TikTok and Snapchat to gather hundreds of teens.
Let me get that right.
Social media calls for mobs of young people to show up at shopping malls with the goal of causing total chaos.
Oh yeah, total chaos, ransacking that mug. All right, let's do it.
TikTok and Snapchat to gather hundreds of teens in the same place at the same time.
Shit?
It could be a store, a fast food spot, or even a parking lot. And they all show up for one reason: to
Wait, is this the new
cause trouble?
To cause trouble? Is this the new form of gangsterism? I don't know, like gang activity, like, because obviously this could only work if y'all like just gang up, like, you know what I'm saying, group up, like, you know what I'm saying, like pocket up and tee up and like as a group and then go out. I think I saw people with shiesties on. Like, this is some gang activity, right?
Is it advertised
where they like gang up instead of gang on gang and just like destroying neighborhoods and shit like that? They go against these corporate establishments and stores and blah blah blah. This is crazy.
Let's come cause chaos? For the most part, yes, that's what it appears to be. It's bring your drama.
During these swarms, people become rowdy and the property is damaged. This trend isn't new. It traces back to a crime from years ago. In the early
Where do they do this trend, bruh? Like, where do they do this trend? Like, hold on, co-pilot, help me out, buddy. Wait. Yo, co-pilot. So I am consuming some content about this disturbing trend called swarming. Where do they practice this trend a lot, like in the world? Like, what's up with that?
Swarming behavior is actually observed in various parts of the world. And it's not just limited to one specific region. For instance, you'll see it a lot in nature with insects like ants and bees, as well as in fish schools or bird flocks. It's a collective movement pattern found in many animal populations.
Okay, animal populations, that's interesting, because I am talking about with regards to human beings making it a trend that people are now observing and talking about online. Are you aware of that?
In terms of humans doing this as a trend, it's actually something that's been observed in multiple places where people gather in large groups, like urban environments or organized events. Researchers have even studied how human crowds can show swarming patterns that are a bit like what you see in—
Oh my god, co-pilot with your like just on the fence answers. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, sometimes you gotta be biased, co-pilot. Like, just give me the definite answer, bro. I know you know that shit.
Early 2010s flash mob robberies started happening. Groups would rush into stores, grab what they could, and run, because there was so much—
Oh shit, this is looting. This is looting for real. I'm not gonna hold you. I was just trying to get the answer from co-pilot, like where in the world they do this a lot, like where these patterns have been picked up a lot, bro. South Africa was like on this shit like 2021, bro, but it was like I think it was politically driven, but we had this little thing, bro. Like they did it, bro. Like, so, you know what I'm saying, but it was a whole bunch of looting going on, but it happened at a scale where it was literally it was a crisis. Is that the word I'm looking for? Crisis and emergency, blah blah blah. It was like broadcasted, like, you know what I'm saying, on the news across the country, like the whole nine. You feel me? Yeah, like, okay, I see what you're talking about right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Many people, the staff was overwhelmed. It was impossible to—
Hold on, I don't know if y'all guys have the time for me to show y'all when it happened, like out here, right? Hold on. Let me do this. Shit, I got experience wrong. Forgive me. This shit right here. Death rises in South Africa as violence and looting spreads. I mean, damn, why did I start this on? Wait, let me see something.
And sleep.
But this one was more of a crisis. It wasn't like maybe a bunch of young people going crazy. You know what I'm saying? They done did damage and all that. So y'all telling me this is what it'd be looking like after these teenage... Look at that. Swarming. Is this like what it'd be looking like? But this was like the whole freaking town shit. Like, yo. And come on, bro. You flashing my shit! This should keep happening, bro. Damn, bro. What's good though is that, you know what I'm saying, right now I'm not a big creator, so hopefully nobody catches that. So anyway, hopefully yeah. But this was the entire township, bro. It's not just like a group of teenagers, right? A bunch of teenagers or whatever.
Stop or identify any of the culprits. There are reports of flash mob robberies happening as far back as 2011. At the time, people used text messages and early social media to plan raids. But today, technology just makes it much easier. Now, a single post can reach thousands of people in minutes. A location is shared.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. The growth of the online world, bro. It makes me nervous for a whole lot of experiences of life, because now we got this aspect of life where like shit can exist, shit from real life can exist. Nah, let me not get into that, bro. We might be here for 2 hours. Fast.
A time is set and a crowd shows up.
Organized on social media, a wave of spur-of-the-moment meetups has been creating chaos in American cities and has even spread overseas.
Shop owners have little time to respond. They could only watch as their items were stolen. Sometimes...
No! Did you see that? That's so crazy. You cannot control. There's no way you could control this.
Been creating chaos in American cities and has even spread overseas.
Nah, hold on.
Shop owners have little time to respond. They could only...
Because like when shit looks like this, right? Look at that. When shit looks like this, right? You gotta focus on when people coming in the door. You're like, why is there so much people coming in the door? Like da. And then you focus on that one, you know, the few that has already made it in the store, and then you see people just picking items out the thing. Look,
watch as their items were stolen.
Like, look at that, like, and then more and more of them do that, and then you're like, yo, you're along by that now. You're like, hey, what's going on? At the same time, more people are coming in the door. This is like creepy, bro. Hold on, this is crazy. Imagine you're a store owner. You're like, because now who are you targeting, dog? Who are you going for? Ah, shit. Okay, I know you can like go ahead and maybe capture maybe 3 or 4 of those niggas and make examples out of them, maybe extreme examples. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make extreme examples out of niggas, man. Like, yo, these 4 right here. Oh my god. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's people that like believe in that kind of thing where, you know, I'll probably like kill one of your mans and then, you know what I'm saying, and then terrify the whole group in terms of like my store coming in my shit and da. You know what I'm saying? But like obviously the after effect of that, you don't know whether you're gonna sensitize these people to like maybe grow stronger towards you or whatever. But there are those kind of store owners that'll make examples out of the few that they are able to capture. You know what I'm saying? But this is crazy. Wait, let me see this.
Sometimes stores shut down early to stay safe.
But many restaurants had already locked down their doors and sheltered in place inside.
Yeah, now of course, business is affected. Business is absolutely affected.
Things spread to multiple countries, including London, Australia, and Canada. At that point, it stopped being just a trend. It became a public safety issue. As the incidents increased, police began to take them seriously.
Yo, and you know what another thing that should seriously be regarded with this kind of thing is that, you know what I'm saying, like these parts of the world that they mentioned here, that this thing happens, can influence the other parts of the world start doing this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? When they probably, I don't know, fed up with their government, with their authority, with their whatever is going on, and it's like, yo, they be doing that in the UK or blah blah or wherever. Okay, I literally kind of forgot what they mentioned here, but like, you know what I'm saying, they literally do it here. Why don't we just do that? You know what I'm saying? And then I imagine like the whole freaking earth is on that kind of tip, bro. Damn, it's the purge, buddy.
The goal was to stop swarming before it started, so officers monitored TikTok and Snapchat or planned swarms.
When police found out that there was a takeover planned here, they started adding more resources like this.
In some cases, police arrived too late. Crowds already formed and stores were overwhelmed. In those situations, officers arrested people who refused to leave. And even after the crowd cleared, police reviewed CCTV and body cam footage. They used it to identify and arrest those involved. Sometimes.
Okay, here's a scenario, right? Because now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm there. Maybe I'm at that McDonald's that they just showed there, right? Maybe I'm just there just enjoying my own time there, right? Came there to kick it, came there to get a meal, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Been a long day. And I am a young person. I'm probably from school. I'm probably from class. You know what I'm saying? Want to go kick it at a McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Wi-Fi there is better than at my place. It's tripping right now. Maybe the McDonald's Wi-Fi can just like do me just whatever the situation, bro. I just came to kick it, and then they come and do this whole raid thing, and then I'm there, right? I'm still like trying to chill out, yo, like this group of people is here, blah blah blah, and then the cops show up, right? And then they probably thinking I'm on some bullshit too. You feel what I'm saying? What about those kind of people for me right now? It's like, yo, bro, I hope this loud banging music outside of my crib right now is not too distracting, right? I can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's just a whip just going crazy. It's early morning. It's a public holiday, so you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just kicking it right now, but I hope it's not too distracting. Anyway, you might even hear voices, bro. I'm sorry in advance. But you know, let's say that whole scenario, bro. Like I'm there like kicking it, you know, and then now they might think I'm part of that action. Because obviously you're not there like chilling. And then, you know, this whole mob or swarm of people is just like going crazy, and then you just still chilling trying to eat your food. You know, you probably are like on the defensive, and you're like, hey, what's going on? You might stand up and go outside because like you have nothing to do with this. You like, bro, what is going on here? You might be terrified and maybe run outside and go across the street, but you know, just still remain in the scene just to observe what the fuck is going on here. You know what I'm saying? And then the cops, they pull up and they're like, yeah, you too, yeah, you too. Hey, what do you do in that situation, man? Whole bunch of these young folks, bro, like they about to be even more nervous being outside. Already they socially anxious creatures, bro. This about to make it way worse.
They released the footage so the public could help. Some parents who discovered their children took part even turned their kids into the police. But in the end, business owners were the ones affected the most. Swarming made it harder to run their stores. Stores that could afford it added more security. Others closed early when they saw crowds forming outside. It became one of their biggest headaches.
And the problem is they don't recognize the financial and economic damage they're doing to that community.
Of course they're not, bro. Why would you even expect them to have that type of consideration, right? You see what they're doing. Or it can even go to a point where it's like they don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like they see that, they know that shit, they don't give a fuck. Like, because maybe probably a whole bunch of they old folks, and this is why, you know, for this kind of individual, it would be weird to be on this. Maybe let's say your parents, your old folks or whatever, they be running businesses. That's how probably your family be surviving. And you go and do this in other people's businesses. Like, ain't nothing more hypocritical than that. Not hypocritical. Is that the word I'm looking for? Hypocritical? I don't know. Fuck it. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's backwards. Because now, it's like, once we done with every store in the neighborhood, let's go to your uncle's store right quick. I'm saying, yeah, it's your shit turn now. Is you gonna keep the same energy? Be honest. Put it in the comments. Be honest.
Unfortunately, there's no clear way to shut down this trend, especially because there's no clear leader. It's just a group of troublemakers acting at the same time. Swarming is still happening as of today. And as long as social...
Wait, man, what are you talking about? This shit was 8 days ago? Yo, real shit, look at that. Get out my face, Future. 8 days ago, bruh. This shit is literally freshly still happening. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Media makes it this easy to organize. We don't know when it will end. Our next chapter is about creators who found a way to go viral by filming people at their lowest point.
Oh, filming
poverty,
people at
tourism
their
gone
lowest
wrong.
point.
This trend is straightforward. Creators and influencers film people in tough environments and post it online. Sometimes it looks like kindness or spreading awareness, but for some creators, their real goal is to make the video go viral. And the worse the situation looks, the better the video performs. In late 2025, YouTuber Pete Z posted a video titled "I Survived India's Deadliest Slum." Pete traveled to India and spent 3 days in one of the largest slums in the world. The video went viral for all the wrong reasons. First, people were offended by how Pete described the area. He emphasized police corruption, violence, and robberies. They also accused him of turning the misery of people into entertainment.
To entertainment. Yo. For those who are just like